You step into the portal. You enter a darkness, and you hear a familiar, low chuckle.
Oh, that bitch.
Two red eyes open on the far side of the room, and they begin to approach you. How has servitude to Hachatep been, the lord and god pharaoh of Assyria?
Does she say that to me in common?
No, she's speaking in ancient Assyrian. So is actually Hachatep is also speaking to you in ancient Assyrian.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you not know ancient Assyrian? Or
No, I know Assyrian.
Yeah. Okay.
And I have good linguistics.
Cool. So you woke up being able to understand them a lot better than you did the night before.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Reshkabet is a Sphinx, correct?
Yes.
I'm going to reply to her in Sphinx.
Sure. Let me see if she speaks the Sphinx.
What a dick move.
I'm sure she does.
Sphinx once.
Languages, what do you speak? Tell me your secrets, Arishka. That's a giant crocodile. She does speak Sphinx.
Okay, I'm going to reply in Sphinx.
Sure, what do you say to her?
You know, I've had better days. No thanks to you.
I apologize for using you as a pawn, but you must understand that your blood, your lineage, points you to servitude. And Hachatep was quick to accept such a bargain. You can thank the Nuruset for that. She saw a little ball rolls towards you out of the darkness, and it's just like a little small glowing purple ball.
And she was chasing after it. Like,
Yeah, just, oh my god, look at this! She says, this is what you need to finish his part of the portal. It'll open into whatever general's pyramid he wishes for next, and then you can continue your diligent work.
I'll bend over, but I'm going to do it without taking my eyes off of her.
Sure.
And I'm going to pick it up.
Sure.
Oh. What do I need to do with it?
A small piece of paper rolls out. Little building instructions. And then a small little metal ching ching come and lands next to it that seems to hold the orb.
And one of those L things
Yeah, a little
from IKEA.
L bracket.
little
Yeah.
L bracket, yeah.
Allen key.
I'm going to pick it up and look at it and be like, this is helpful, thank you.
It's called the Frulig. She doesn't say that.
I guess I'll go finish what I started.
Sure, the portal's still open behind you.
I'm gonna cough, and sort of in my cough is just like angry slurs in
Yeah.
Reshkabet.
Sure.
That are only just like kind of covered.
She chuckles and responds by saying that if you weren't such an appetizing bargaining piece, I would already have ripped you in half.
Well, you can't now because I'm somebody else's property, bitch.
Can't meow.
Yeah. Did you leave in the portal?
Yeah.
Cool.
Can't meow.
Touche.
After you step through the portal, it closes behind you, leaving you just in your room with your ship.
The ship.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit down on the. Is the door open or is it closed?
It
on
is
me
open
today.
right now. You also hear some voices in the distance if you want to make a perception check.
Yeah. That is, I think, a 2034? Hold on. 32.
Another one of these things. You hear the sound. I have like a bunch of freaking things that I need to read right now. You hear the sound of Hachatep conversing with 4 women.
Ah, shit.
The conversation you can't really hear from where you are. If you by chance went closer, they seem to be coming out of the room outside of your prison.
Do I remember anything about the dark tapestry?
Unfortunately not.
Okay.
Not from you remember looking at the scroll?
Yeah.
And then the mummy coughing behind you.
Okay. I'll walk a little closer and see if I can't eavesdrop. I assume it's those witches that see into the darkness, so I'm not even gonna bother sneaking, because that'll just make me look suspicious.
Sure. So, are you going to go into the room, or are you going to kind of just go closer to the door?
I'm just gonna go closer to the door.
Sure. As you get closer to the door, you hear four voices, and Hakatep speaking in frustration. And he says, "Why is this world so opposed to my return?" And you hear the four voices in unison say, "They do not believe your power. They hid you away. Your mask was buried in a temple. If it wasn't for them, and if it wasn't for the fool Funwata, you never would have been free. I am better than him, and I deserve to have this. I deserve to have Osirian. If I do not get it, if they do not give it to me, I will take it from them. Where are they now?" They say the mask is making its way through the parched dunes right now, currently. They're hiding it in another dimension, but it lingers with everyone who touched it.
The record. He never touched the mask.
You didn't?
No.
What?
No, he did.
No.
He touched
He
the
did.
mask
He
and
did.
put
I
it
said
in.
I did.
No, you know, you
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
Yeah, they know. Yeah, you have none of the
Okay,
mask on.
okay.
Chief did.
Yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
I think Rodrigo did too. Yeah.
You sure I didn't just like put the bag over her head and then?
Here's a void.
Yeah.
And what do I do with this slave? She still has hope and fight. I must take it away from her. And then they respond, "Lock her with us. We will take any fight away from her." You want to do anything? You're just going to keep listening.
I'm gonna keep listening.
We'll just go to the other group for a bit. Which group do we go for? Let's go to Chief is just walking in the desert. I'm going to read to see if anything happens. Otherwise, you're kind of just on.
Just fucking mad.
Autopilot.
We'll go to the other group. It's a 2-day trek
Back.
back.
No unexplored Higgs, we've been through them already. Right?
Can't you,
I don't know. Chief has the map.
Yeah, Dimension Door goes not far enough. It goes like 800 feet.
fly?
Fly? She flies by herself.
Yeah, literally it's straight up.
Sweet.
And then there's nothing in the flat desert there.
No.
But how long is... prior to my asking, I was kind of trying to ask how long would Chief be gone? Like, how long is it going to take Chief to get back to Tefu?
How many squares till...
Okay, so
Every square
six,
day was including
6 to
detours.
there.
6 squares.
One day, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. 6 days till Tefu.
And that's if you don't stop at any of the places you're...
No, that's all along the route.
Yeah, assuming it doesn't take like long. at
Yeah,
those
like
places.
I'm just like, hey, here's your thing, fucking bye.
They're
Hey,
gonna
here's
have
the
to-
progeny of your people.
They're gonna
Sorry,
wanna
my friends
hold
want to
a
make you
party.
extinct.
You really should have made more clear to us how important this people was. Yep, we literally weren't there for that. Just so you know, we weren't aware that they
You
were
read
about
it
to be
in my book,
extinct.
you know.
No, I didn't. Your book was not clear on that.
I'm pretty sure I wrote it.
I'm pretty sure I wrote it.
Yeah, you wrote bee larva last of it.
Yeah. It's okay. I know fucking if you're not willing to sacrifice your conscience for the thousands and millions of people, you wouldn't give 2 shits about one race, so.
No, I still thought you were trying to...
I'm going to pull out one of my 2 whistles. And I'm going to blow on it.
Do you know which one?
Yes. And if it doesn't work, I'll know very quickly.
Which one are you blowing on? Just...
The one that calls a lootie.
Oh, our good boy Aludi! It'd be funny if I'm just like, he doesn't show up, you're too
Yeah.
far away from him.
Fucking dead.
Man, you ready to see fucking Aludi?
Oh my god!
What the fuck is this? What is his creature type again?
Shadoo.
Is he
Yeah.
good or bad?
He's
He's
good.
Oh, good. Okay.
I'll show you what he looks
I don't
like.
think we
should
call
have-
a bad thing.
Fucking Aludi, man. He hasn't been here in forever.
I
There's
did.
Aludi.
I do know who he is though. I stayed with him on my trek.
Sick.
Yeah. You did. You did everything they did.
No, I didn't do everything. I didn't do the bee people.
So, after a few moments, you hear the sound of wings beating on the wind, and a shadow rises above you. It just consumes down as it seemed to come out of nowhere, and landing with his 4 hooves, his face still old, his hair graying, and that smile, and he says, I was expecting your call. It took you weeks.
I'm going to bow to him and say, I was not desperate for help until just now.
Well, I see you are still, as I left you that night, in contemplation. What do you need?
I'm going to send him to pick up.
Advice and your aid, if you will. Although it may cost you several days of your own solitude and contemplation. I'm going back now to recover a friend, one who was left behind while I was unable to save her, and I wanted to know if you thought that that was the best choice. Regardless of your decision, there is a stubborn idiot who I suppose is a friend wandering south of us. I would appreciate if you made certain that he returned to Tefu safely. He'll be going on several stops, leaving behind, keeping various promises that he's made. I worry that alone in the desert, it will swallow him up.
Oh yes, you should never travel the parched dunes alone. Ankeb came here with my protection. I
Oh,
watched
good.
over him as he wandered the desert. If you find anyone alone in here, they are malicious and not to be trusted.
Tulin.
And she wasn't.
I'm afraid we've experienced that already at great cost to ourselves.
As advice for saving your friend, do you have any sort of inkling or hope that she is by chance still living?
Yes.
Only the smallest of hopes.
Then that is all you need to guide you into the fire. Trust and faith in what you believe is all you need as an excuse to potentially be burned. But why not be wonderfully changed in the fire?
Thank you again. Will you watch over him?
Yes, I can do that.
I'm going to hand him the whistle then. It was his gift to me.
It has no more power, but you can keep it as a memento, and maybe learn to play. Wind instruments have no respect these days. And then, and he flies south.
What noise does he make with his mouth?
What do you mean? He speaks.
No,
This is my
does he have
voice.
any like noises? Like
He sounds like a
animal noises?
buffalo, kind of.
Okay.
There's a as he
Thank
flies
you.
away.
I really wanted that. That makes me happy.
So what do you guys think buffalo sound like?
Man, yeah, I don't know. I've never seen a buffalo.
I'm gonna put it away and go. I think that man just told me that I should honor the kazoo. Sorry, my apologies for the delay. An old friend of the party. He sheltered me in the desert when I became lost.
And you as well, right? That's
I
why
wasn't
we're
lost,
here.
Aluti gets around.
I appreciate your thoughts and that was good. I don't mind the wait at all for that. We are making a very long trek, as is Chief, and I agree with sending someone after him.
Do you think if you blew the tin whistle now, or Chief would hear it?
And show up?
It'd be
No,
very
but
loud
I
for
was
him.
planning on using that to announce us to the Temple of the Sphinx.
Seems good.
Do they want us to know we're coming
That's something I wanted to discuss with the two of you. I appreciate your joining me, I say, shouldering my pack and starting to head back that direction. But there is one small problem with your plan to join me. I have been given free passage in that temple, explicitly.
We have not.
Yes.
Yes. I mean, we had no trouble leaving, except for the hands that
Except for the
took
hand
the
stuff.
way. But they weren't
Yeah.
after us. Obviously, there was some sort of thing there that was specifically after Neath. So they let us pass safely, in a way.
Are you certain of your own safety? I do not plan on announcing myself quietly.
That's fair. I feel more confident with all three of us going in than
Just us two.
just two or even one.
Perhaps they will reward us for arriving with you. Doubtful.
Well, this is a bad plan. Let's go to it.
What if
I feel that Ankap and I have strong enough power on our side that perhaps we can power our way
I mean,
through.
if the other option is to play up to what's his name, the devil guy.
Right, in order to get past.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like follow in
Yeah.
Rodrigo's footsteps, so to speak.
I don't know. The
and
only
then-
problem with that is I don't know how far we'd have to go to prove.
How far are you willing?
Not far.
Oh.
I'm your servant, really? No.
Just kidding. Just I worship somebody else.
Whoa, slow down.
Whoa, I have to do what?
Alright, I'm gonna hop over to Chief.
Yeah.
Chief, the desert is hot.
Yep.
Your temperament makes
Not
it
far.
feel hotter
Yep.
because you feel a rage boiling inside of you. A voice next to you says, "Why are you upset?" And you turn, and walking next to you is a Ludi.
This is so fucking funny. I can't even handle it.
I collect all the best NPCs like Pokemon to deploy whenever I feel necessary.
Although you can't this one anymore.
No. He's free now.
I'm disappointed.
Why?
Open up a can of worms there.
I feel like I have just let my friends down, and in doing so, the world.
That's a bit dramatic. But why do you feel you've left your friends down?
They left a decision to me that wasn't mine to make. And I clearly just made the wrong one.
I mean, if you follow the path that you made, do you believe you made the wrong decision? You're still walking it. Do you regret walking this way?
No, because I am a man of my word.
Then you made no wrong decision.
I made a wrong decision for them. I was too stubborn to put my sense of duty aside for them.
That does not make it wrong. It makes you have a strong commitment to what you believe. You cannot decide what is right, and you cannot be upset that they were not happy that they followed.
Well, I suppose that's just human nature.
We shadows do it too.
The shadow do. As the shadow do.
Do you want to close the door, Eric, and turn on fan just? And it sounds like Patrick's home.
Fan, Justin.
But for fan.
He's afraid of closed doors and fans.
You know that they
Patrick.
worry about you right now.
I would hope.
That's why I'm here. I spoke with Rodrigo the night you guys stayed in my cave. He asked me, what does it mean to be good? Where is the balance between good and evil? Can an evil man make good decisions and vice versa? What do you think? Do you find Rodrigo to be a good man making evil decisions, or an evil man making good decisions?
There's more to Rodrigo than how he presents himself. He's guarded. There's something he doesn't want people to know. And honestly, I couldn't tell you whether his motivations would be selfish and in doing so potentially evil, or selfish and noble. I really can't say. I have put my faith in him, as someone did in me, and I hope it's rewarded.
That night you guys stayed, I gave him a little whistle that he could use to summon me if he ever needed help. Do you know what that help was? He just called me in to make sure you were safe.
I'm good.
You're not. You're going to die out here. Without Shadows watch you. Whirling dervishes on the wind. This isn't the place you want to die, is it?
No, I literally just wrote that.
Wow.
I put it in my diary.
That's how you know it's official.
What am I supposed to do?
You can ride with me to my cave.
And what? What are we going to do in your cave? Wait for the end of the world?
No, I'll get you through the desert, is what my implication was.
I'm not the wisest man.
You're wiser than you think, Chief. You're just you're painfully literal.
Fucking Drax over here.
Well, do you think I'm going to say no?
I do not expect any sort of answer from you. Only you can decide what is best for you. If you would like to be swallowed by these dervishes,
God, no. I literally just wrote down I don't want to die and I prayed for help.
Oh, well, then,
Wow.
thank goodness for Rodrigo.
Yes, thank goodness for Rodrigo.
I will offer you 2 decisions
Oh boy.
and time to think, as I will go to other people in the party and do encounters with them. I can take you to where you wish to go, or I can return you and then take all of you where you need to go. Neith,
Hi.
as you're standing, I need to get a face.
Oh my god, I get to meet somebody else. I got so many cards.
I like Rodrigo. He's funny.
I didn't do anything.
Rodrigo or Aludi?
No, I mean I like him as well. He's also really funny. But I was just thinking about the last few things you've said, and I'm just like, it's just funny.
Wow, the back of this card is fucking terrifying.
Oh my god, that is horrifying.
There's a... you hear a feminine voice behind you that says, eavesdropping is not the best decision around here. And she grabs you by the back of the neck and walks you into the room. If you turn and look over your shoulder who you're looking at, do you want to?
Don't make him put
I'm
that
just going to
card
show
away.
you the face. I'm not going to show you the name
Show
yet.
me the back, yeah. Shit. Cool.
She looks like this. She looks like that. She walks you in and throws you on the floor and says, Hakatep, your slave was listening. Hakatep turns and you see that the 4 witches are actually burning bodies floating in the air. Yeah, we're getting into some endgame content, boys and ghouls. Hakatep turns and he's furious. He said, what did you hear?
Not a lot.
How long were you-
I'm gonna hold up this orb. You're like, came back to show you that I got this. We can take you where you need to go.
You give me a bluff check if you haven't heard a lot. Against 5, 6 people's diplomacy checks.
Oh.
Yeah, you just heard that he's feeling a little bit
Nope,
self-conscious.
Nope, that's a 17.
17?
Yeah.
The woman behind you says, she was standing there as I walked down the hallway. She was listening, as much as she cares to deny it. She then grabs the orb from your hand.
I need that.
Shall I give this to another person to finish Hakatep? Should she face punishment for what she did today? And then he responds with, Ein Mech. There you go, you can have everything now.
Lowercase I, M-E-C.
Horrifying,
suppose-
skinless, undead monstrosity is literally what it says on the back of that card.
Skinless. It's like boneless.
Skin's on the top, bones on the inside.
Is it like boneless?
Boneless is like a puddle.
Yeah, she is skinless. She's only just everywhere her skin is, it's been replaced by muscle. But she's when her skin touches the back of your neck, it's hard, as if there's a shell around it.
So it's like a skinny kind of shell, but not quite. It's just sort of
Yep.
like calcified muscle.
I just wanted to roll. Still going.
Weird pod.
The chat is right though. Now's when you solo the boss.
Oh wait.
Hakatep, he nods to Ein Mech,
It will die.
Like,
And
how
she
many
says-
HP does he have if you sneak attack?
Neath, I did not expect this, but I shouldn't be surprised with the way you treat and act around me. My witches will make you know what the rule of Hakatep is.
Oops.
But he was trying his best. He wanted you to worship him willingly.
You're in
Well,
trouble.
that's fine.
We will step into your mind and we will break it. And we will turn you into a worshiper. The fires begin to approach you, and one of them opens up their sarcophagus. There's just a decayed, brittle, dying body inside, and they begin to drag you towards it. Would you like to do anything?
I mean, yeah, I'll fight back.
Sure, go for it. Give me
Right.
some CMDs, strength
Can't
checks,
imagine
escape
this is
artist.
I'll do escape artist. That's gonna be my best bet. Not that I imagine anything's gonna help at this point.
What the fuck are
Escape
these things
artist
called?
is
Oh yeah.
it's 24.
24.
Fuck.
Okay, let me just.
That was a 2. I rolled a 2.
Okay, what are these things called? These things are called. There we go. That is my thing. So you got a 24? Okay, you actually might not be grounded by these things. One of them gets onto you and is able to get control.
Great.
Their skin burns to the touch,
Yeah.
and you
Yeah.
immediately take 5 damage, and they start dragging you towards. And Hakatep is shouting stuff like, "You will see my power. The world will. Osirian will. I will rise above it, and I will rule."
As I'm being dragged, I'm gonna try to like compose myself enough to be like, I spent a lifetime of servitude. You think you're gonna break me that easily? I will be your slave, but I will not bow to you.
He laughs and he says, "I doubt your previous owners had methods like mine." And the door of the sarcophagus closes behind you. The eye holes are open. There's a bit of light coming through.
Sweet.
And the witch the fire begins to come inside of the sarcophagus and consume the whole thing that you were inside in fire.
Good.
Rodrigo!
That's one, you're a badass, and second, I'm pretty sure you just died.
Rodrigo, Olive, and Kep. You guys have. We're gonna stop the recording for YouTube.
Goodbye.
Okay, what did God just say?
Yep.
Yeah, we're gonna do